I'm sure we are going to have a lot of fun with this one.
I don't know about that.
So, the individual that you see there in front of your face on the screen is a woman who goes by the name of Nelly Diala. I think that's Nell or Nelly. I'm gonna go with Nell. Nelle. Typically, that's pronounced Nell. I think Nell Diala. She was a flight attendant formerly for Alaska Airlines, and she was fired by her employer for posting a video of her on a Alaska Airlines plane twerking. She said she was experiencing there was some downtime, a layover in between flights. She was waiting on the pilots, and so she, cut loose for a little bit, posted a video of herself twerking on the plane. It went viral, and her employers apparently got caught wind of it, and they terminated her. And so it's caused a bit of a stir. People hollering about freedom of expression, free speech, and all of this other stuff, right? And she's also responded saying that she never thought that such a thing would happen, and she's hollering foul over the fact that she was, given the axe because she posted a video of herself twerking on a flight. So this says flight attendant axed from Alaska Airlines after twerking on plane. Alaska Airlines has reportedly fired a flight attendant after she posted a video of her twerking while working on a plane. According to Where Is the Buzz, Nelly Diala posted a TikTok upon her transition into an official employee. In the clip, Diala began to twerk on the empty aircraft during a layover. Ghetto bid till I die. Don't let the uniform fool you. She captioned the initially celebratory post. So here's a tweet here which says a flight attendant launched a GoFundMe and raised $261 after being fired for posting a video of herself twerking on a plane. The skies just got a little calmer. Nell Diala, who describes herself as Ghetto Bid Till I Die, claims she was wrongfully terminated, so on and so forth. We don't need to open up Twitter to read the rest of that. However, commentators did not find her video amusing. You don't respect the uniform. You don't respect your job then, wrote one social media user. As the video made its rounds on TikTok, Alaska Airlines caught wind of what many deemed as inappropriate behavior while on the clock and promptly terminated her newly established contract. The former flight attendant posted another video about her firing. I never thought a single moment would cost me everything, Diala said. Can't even be yourself anymore without the world being so sensitive. What's wrong with a little twerk before work? People act like they never did that before. I've never done that before. Since her firing, Diala shared a GoFundMe to help alleviate some bills. She has raised over $2,800 of her out. She has raised over $2,800. This is written weirdly. Out of her $12,000 goal. Mm-hmm. One day during a layover, I posted a lighthearted video on my personal social media account. It was a harmless clip that was recorded at 6 a.m. while waiting 2 hours for pilots. I was also celebrating the end of probation and making it out of a hard upbringing in San Francisco. Life, something many people in the industry could relate to. The video went viral overnight, but instead of love and support, it brought unexpected scrutiny. Although it was a poor decision on my behalf, I didn't think it would cost me my dream job. In the meantime, Diala still has her side hustles, including a lingerie and dessert business. However, Alaska Airlines has not commented on the matter. Despite this, a debate remains about her behavior and how Black women having fun at work are perceived versus the white. You lost me on that one. The article officially lost me on that one. That's
Black women can't have fun at work, bro. You heard them?
They had to throw that part in there. All right, so here is this video of Miss Dahlia twerking on the plane.
So far, pretty corporate, man. That's not very corporate. And I mean, that
So
wasn't
it
that
wasn't even that
bad.
long. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
man,
that
I wasn't
long.
that. You know what I'm saying? I thought, she's still clapping ass, but I thought it was gonna be something more. That was real flight attendant twerking. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I guess. Now I do have one more bit of content to share in regards
Oh,
to this
nice.
story, just to provide a little context
Yeah.
on Miss Dahlia here. So I just wanted to do this because I think we like to provide context on this channel.
Right.
So here is a little context about Miss Dahlia's background. So let me bring this up. So again, she says, "What's wrong with a little twerk before work?" Right.
Hysterical.
So here's a little fact finding on Miss Dahlia's social media activity.
Yeah, fair use.
So just a little background.
No, she get out like that.
Yeah.
So
So she's regular. So the cheeks are regularly on display. It's kind of what this is about here.
very
And there's a
interesting.
little bit more cheeks, more
That,
cheeks on
that's
display.
definitely
You
always on
know,
display. So what
more
do you,
more of her looking good. So I just wanted to put that out there. This video may or may not get flagged because of that music, but
man, fair use, man.
we'll see. So what do you think? What do you think? You think she's been mistreated here? You think this is a black woman being put down because black women can't express themselves at work
Oh
versus their
man,
white
she was
counterparts?
she was authentically representing herself as a black woman on the plane.
Yeah.
And so why would she want, you know what I'm saying? That's just racism that she got fired at. Nah. But in all seriousness, man, I was expecting more you know what I'm saying, Magic City action. But be that as it may, man, still not professional. You can't go around doing that and bending it over at work. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're Joy Taylor. So you know what I'm saying? Hey man, so this young lady here, um, part of my conspiracy brain was calling cap on this entire situation. Um, it kind of felt like an influencer play. And her her subsequent posts with her just showing ass and stuff, it puts her in the lane of an influencer, not so much of a person that's actually really trying to get a real job. Um, and I think this was a play by Alaskan Airlines because I've been saying their name, or I've been seeing their name more frequently since this happened than any other time. I didn't even know Alaska had an airlines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure they did, but I never heard of Alaskan Airlines. So I could take this jacket on the damn plane, though, on their Alaskan Airlines. But in all seriousness, man, I really feel as though that this was an influencer play, where they needed pub, and she needed a check. So her back end was the GoFundMe for her getting fired, wrongfully terminated. But I don't take this young lady for a lady that works at all. So, so that was the part about this where I was like, I don't know. And so then when you started showing me the other stuff, man, which I had no idea about, yeah, all the more reason, man, plays into my little theory of mine. But if this is a real event where this young lady was really out here and she risked it all for some TikTok likes, I just hope that this just serves as a lesson to other women out there, man, that stuff ain't sweet, and your online persona, what I'm saying, it can get you roped off. So her around here shaking ass like that, it was a no bueno, and I agree with it, man. You can't really be out here shaking. You don't want to see nobody get fired, but you should also know that twerking in your uniform and saying that what she say, ghetto
Be,
until
be,
she dies.
yeah, yeah,
Come on, man, what that's about, man? That's She's authentically representing herself, I guess.
right, yeah, yeah,
But yeah, man. So it is what it is with this. It's 2025, baby. So we're gonna see a lot more of this shenanigans, man. What are your thoughts, man, on this young lady here getting the axe from Alaska Airlines for ass clapping in the back of a plane?
As twerking videos go, that was
Pretty mild.
minimal. Yeah, yeah. I've seen far worse than that. I have seen a lot worse than that. It's funny. You know, ever since we started doing this, there's been a part of me that has wondered whether if I'm ever on the job market, will a potential employer look up this channel and and kind of shy away from interviewing me because of some of the thoughts and views that I've expressed on this channel before.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I've wondered about that. Like, if I'm ever looking for work one day, right? Because I'm all the people out there in the world. Yes, I still work for a living. I'm still a brokey. So I'm gonna put that out there. I still work for a living. I don't make money doing this. I do this for fun. So I've always wondered, like, if I'm ever in the market and I'm looking to get a new opportunity or a different opportunity, people might look up my YouTube channel, watch a few videos, and from time to time, I can get a little controversial with some of the stuff that I say. So
uh,
would a potential employer or a recruiter look at one of these videos or check out some of this content and say, "Oh man, this guy, he
Man, you better start doing the. You better start doing the Cam Newton on here, boy.
Hey, yeah, I know, right? Like, oh man, this guy feels this way about that and that way about this.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't bring him on." I've thought about that, and while I don't know for certain whether that is happening or not, I don't know. I also can't rule out the possibility. What I also can't do, however, is complain about it because what women like this, what people like her might not understand is that freedom of expression and free speech does not extend to the workplace. I think people forget that. I think people think that freedom of speech is something that just is in they think that it's something that you're entitled to no matter where you are, and
Mhm.
it's not. It Freedom of speech is something that you are entitled to in terms of you are free from prosecution from the
Right.
law because of things that you may say. That's what freedom of speech means. It, however, is restricted in the workplace, meaning you cannot express yourself or say whatever you want at work because if your employers deem it to be an infraction in terms of company policy, they can reprimand you for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people, and again, this is also another instance with which we can sort of observe the manner in which people want to just be able to do whatever they want at all times. People feel as though they are now entitled to live in a world where you can do whatever you want, even at work. And work shouldn't have a say in whether you are reprimanded for doing whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
People believe that if I do a good job and I show up to work on time, I should be able to dress how I want, twerk however I want in my uniform, or do whatever, because people just want to live in a world where they can just do whatever they want freely. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to tell a lot of people, but there are still certain areas of modern society in which rules, order, and structure still play a pivotal role in governing people's behavior. And the workplace remains one of those places for the most part. Yeah, there might be some of these loosey goosey workplaces where they just let their employees run roughshod and do whatever. But for the most part, any professional environment, any professional workplace has strict adherences to certain rules. There's a dress code, there is a code of conduct, there are things that you are restricted from doing publicly, depending on wherever it is that you may work. And Alaska Airlines might have some sort of a, decorum, policy where they feel as though twerking is an infraction. And so at that point, they feel as though they can discipline you because of it. Would I have fired her? Me personally, I probably would have given her a warning, because again, I think the veracity of the video would have informed me on how to go about dealing with the situation.
They're gonna say you simping out here, bro.
They would say they would say that. I'm not trying to smash her. I'm
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
I'm not trying to smash her. I'm just giving her grace. Like there's there's worse kinds of twerking going. Like if it was Megan Thee Stallion level twerking, then
hmm
yeah, you probably got to go. But that
yeah,
was just a little thing. I'll probably be like, hey, look, man, don't do that again.
yeah, man. This was light twerking. This was, Megan at the DNC twerking.
yeah, yeah. I'll probably give her a little slap on the wrist, a formal warning, like, hey, look,
Slap somewhere else,
yeah,
right?
we don't do that around here. So let's clean that up. If you do it again, you might be subject to termination. So
I
let's just
believe you,
let's
bro.
just let's just watch that.
I thought you was
But
gonna say something worse than that.
she feels like she was done. She feels like she was wrong because she can't foresee a world in which she can do that and face discipline. Because again, people just want to literally be able to walk around doing whatever they want, whether it's at home, whether it's at the grocery store, whether it's at the gym, church, or work. People feel entitled to being able to do whatever they want. And when you feel like you can do whatever you want, if you get fired because you violate company policy, you can then cry foul about that too. Because where does that come from? Your belief in the fact that you shouldn't have been disciplined because you think that wasn't worthy of being disciplined because you believe you can do whatever you want. So people are going to learn the hard way that if you are still someone who is tethered to corporate culture, the work structure, the 9 to 5 environment, you're not going to be able to give that place the facelift that you're trying to give the rest of society, which
Mm.
which is you trying to force it to accept you doing whatever you want at all times. You're still going to have to adhere to certain customs and decorum in certain contexts, work being one of them. So unfortunate that she was fired, but I bet she won't do that again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens, man. But she's gonna trust and believe she's gonna reach that goal of hers. Now she may not reach it in the time frame she want, but this is gonna go viral enough that people gonna be out there donating and sending her some money, feeling sorry for her. So she's gonna hit that 12K. I know that's for sure. And
Hey, all she has to do, based on that video that I showed, she's well on her way to her second career. You
oh
know,
man, if this is not her already her first,
right?
grifting and scamming.
Exactly. Yeah,
You
just
know what I'm
she,
saying?
she can
Because
just start an OF and be
yeah.
done with it.
Well, this feels like a grift to me. That's why I was saying, like, man, I don't know what's going on here, man. Like, does she even work? Come on, let's be honest. Like, will she actually have a job? She doesn't look like it. So this feels like a grift to me. But if she really was out there working or whatever, yeah, you're right, man. She's just hey man, she's one pole away from actually having a legitimate form of business. But I'll tell you this, man. This gives me the inspiration to rent out a Spirit plane, uh, turn it into Magic City. So Magic City Airlines, I'm not gonna call it that, but that's gonna be the premise behind it. And just had a flight attendants, what I'm saying, do their thing. And I just had that. Come on, bro. You telling me I ain't gonna, what I'm saying? You telling me I'm not gonna make that back? I'm not gonna recoup that back for renting a Spirit flight?
You can just watch Soul Plane. It's Soul Plane.
No, you just ain't Soul Plane.
Soul Plane is but that's what it was. What you're describing is the movie Soul Plane.
Nah, man, Soul Plane had some other stuff going on with it. Well, I guess that is Soul Plane. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't stop them from shooting dice once all this other stuff going down. I can't stop. Once all that other stuff going down, I can't stop none of the shenanigans that come with that. But yeah, man, I'll just rent out a Spirit or a Frontier plane. You know what I'm saying? Get a team of these girls. And yeah, man, it'll be a movie. Just upcharge them up a little bit per seat. And I'll make that back. Basically turning a plane into a club where I you know what I'm saying? I rent it out and do promo and then get the bag on the back end. But yeah, man. Hey, shout out to the people out there that's really out here that got real jobs. They're not out here trying to grift like this young lady. Shout out to the real workers out there. But I think most people know better. I don't know, man. Than to be twerking on the job and uploading it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel the reason why. So I think that she's turned. I think she's turning it into a grift. Mm-hmm. But I 100% believe that she was actually working as a flight attendant, though. I do. Yeah. I believe that 100% because this is what humans do now. This is what people do. Like, human beings are attention-seeking deviants, and they can't help themselves but seek attention at all times, even if you're working. So I 100% believe that she was a working flight attendant because I can 100% conceive a scenario where flight attendants are on empty flights twerking, because that's just what people do now. People do it. There's no separation between the workplace and your own downtime. People are just trying to blend it all in together because, who cares? Like, that's what it is. People are trying to blend it all in together because everything's a free-for-all now. Everything is a free-for-all. So I completely believe that she was a working flight attendant. I do. I believe this whole story from beginning to end. And I think what ended up happening is she took advantage of the situation to parlay it into a grift. And it's easy, obviously, because of the way that the internet works. She's cute face, nice body, so she can parlay it into a maximum grift because of how she looks. Yeah.
Something tells me that we're not hearing. Yeah, something tells me we haven't heard the end of this young lady. So she's going to be around again, I'm sure, somewhere in the future. And you know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I think we haven't heard the end of this. I think there's going to be more of this young lady now.
She'll return.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna go grift crazy after this. So you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be on somebody's show or dating somebody or go viral again for something else. Yeah. And it's like, hey man, why not?
Yeah. There's some NFL or NBA players somewhere that's looking her up right now.
Yeah, Zion already DM'd her. He already DM'd her, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah, she shall return. That's like at the end of the end credits for all the MCU movies. It'll always say so and so will return. Like at the end of Iron Man 2, it was like Iron Man will return. So like for her, at the end of this grift, it's like she shall return.
She's gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? Shaking that bite.
Nelly Dahlia shall return.
Hell no.